Just what a fun looking barbell setup. Hey guys, so deload week means the weights are pretty light, but I think it gives time for pause and reflection. I've been, reading a lot about cardio and such over the last few weeks because, obviously letting yourself gain weight, that's a bit of a tricky proposition. I don't want to end up like one of those insufferable people on the internet talking about zone 2 cardio. So I'm just going to say that it'd be nice to walk to my fridge without my heart rate hitting triple digits. It's a bit of hyperbole, but I definitely want to make sure that that part is taken care of. This month, my weights sort of hovered around 175 to 177. We'll see. I think in November, I'll start letting it go higher with the working out, obviously. But I will be trying to maybe add in maybe 30 minutes to an hour of zone 2 basically every day, except for the days that I squat and the day after that. I want to try to get as much sort of adaptation to that exercise as I can. I also started reading 531, which, obviously I should have been doing a while ago. But, it's 531 by Jim Wendler, the original book, but the second edition. And it's kind of fun because, I agree with basically everything he says. Clearly, I'm not, world-class power lifter or anything, but, he talks a lot about starting really light. And, he talks about barbell exercises being pretty good, which I agree with. And he doesn't seem to take things too seriously. It's just show up, work hard, stick to the program, get results. There are a couple of changes that I think I'm going to be making. So, I've been talking about pull-ups and wanting to do 5x10, but that's sort of stalled, partly because I've gained weight and artificially ended up doing weighted pull-ups. But I think what I can do to make that transition a little better to 5x10 pull-ups is just making sure I do 50 reps when I'm supposed to do the pull-ups. So, instead of doing like 7, 6, 5, 6, whatever, doing like 30 total reps for the pull-ups over 5 sets, maybe just keep doing the sets until I hit 50. So I'm able to speak so calmly about it right now because I'm far removed from the actual act, but I'm sure in, a few days when I have to do it, I'll be crying. So one thing. Again, I guess, I thought about adding in extra volume because, I felt like, my chest isn't really sore. Maybe I could add some sets here and there. I think that's still possible in the future, but what I'm probably going to do for the next set, not next set, for the next month of 531 is just increase the 1 rep max numbers just a little bit for the next block. That's it. So maybe up the one overhead press by 5 and the squat and the deadlift by 10. So again, that's from the book. And I think that'll keep things exciting and fresh because, I should be able to at least do 1 rep with these weights. So I felt it during this deload week, all the kind of soreness and achiness, especially in my quads. I think a lot of that has to do with cycling, maybe because of all the shifts I've been picking up at work. But, I'm happy I get to rest the next couple of days, and hopefully with these few changes, the next month, the next block goes well and we continue the progression. So hold on to your barbells because, well, no, it's not gonna be that crazy, but any progress I think is gonna be good in this domain. Other things in life, NBA's back, lots of parity. I do like seeing Victor Wembanyama play because there's a little bit of this feeling of seeing him when you see him standing over these 6'8", 6'9", huge guys. It makes me feel vindicated because I can look at those players and be like, see, this is what it's like to play against people like you who are so tall, right? And have this huge advantage. So I think people at home definitely get a kick out of seeing stuff like that. So with that, I will leave it to next time. I hope I can look back at these clips one day and think, man, that guy was so weak to what I've become now. I think that's wishful thinking, but that's probably the name of the game moving forward.